Ben Shapiro, much like other conservatives, is very jovial, very happy about the fact that Elon Musk has purchased Twitter and will be making it private. Now, Shapiro has some suggestions on what Elon Musk should do as soon as this deal is finalized. Let's take a look.
Musk needs to come in and he needs to fire everyone. I mean, everyone. And Twitter has hundreds, if not thousands, of employees. There have been studies done of the donations, the political donations of the people working at Twitter. 98.7% of all donations from the people working at Twitter went to Democrats in the last election cycle. 98.7%. So it doesn't matter what rules Elon Musk sets top down if the so-called Twitter deep state is still implementing its favored policies. Because this is the thing. And Donald Trump found this out when he was president. You can name the policy top down, but if everybody at the State Department hates your guts, they're just going to undermine your policy. You can name the policy top down, but if everybody at the FBI decides to spend the next 4 years ginning up nonsense about Russian conspiracy theories, you can't get much done. When Musk takes over the company, he should do what every boss at every company does, and he should review the employee list and figure out who is good and who is bad.
Man, I have a lot I want to say, but let's just have a second of reality for a second. It's just Twitter. Like the comparisons to the FBI and the State Department, everyone just calm down for a second. Also, I don't know who Ben Shapiro's been hanging out with lately. It seems like it might be Meghan McCain, because there's a little Valley Girl tinge to his speaking style lately. Can we cue up that video one more time? I just want to watch the first few seconds. It's very McCain-esque.
Yeah, I hear you, and I love making fun of this style too, but I just want to scream, hashtag cancel culture.
Yeah.
Cancel culture. Oh my God, getting somebody fired for their political opinions is the worst thing in the world. I can't believe liberals want to cancel people. He just said, fire them. Fire all of them.
Because they've donated to Democrats, allegedly. I don't even know how accurate that is.
Who cares if that number's made up or not? Because the intent is what matters. Shapiro said, oh yeah, at the end he's like, everybody comes in and decides who's good or who's bad. But wait a minute, you said based on their political donations, not based on whether they do a good job at work or not. Imagine if a progressive had bought Twitter or anything else, and I said, oh, you know what? Find out who donated to Republicans and fire them all. And he'd be like, oh my God, cancel culture, cancel culture, right? No, he's like, fire them all, fire hundreds of them because they don't agree with us. Ben, you have always been a liar. You have never had any principles. All you've ever had is feelings. I don't like liberals. I want to fire them all. Don't you fire a single conservative, no matter what racist, horrible, terrible things they say. Oh, they have a right to be racist. We have a right, okay?
No, but
okay, God bless.
But also,
what are you firing people who disagree with you for, huh? You never believed in free speech, you liar. 100% caught.
No, I mean, look, they're all liars. I mean, when they claim that they're against cancel culture, they also simultaneously support all sorts of right-wing policies, which essentially codify cancel culture in the form of canceling books, teachers, all sorts of things that they don't like. So of course they're hypocrites, of course they're full of it. But also, think about what he's saying there in regard to any given workplace, right? What he is essentially saying is every boss throughout the country, it will be unable to conduct business, to carry out their daily duties, unless every single person who works for them agrees with them politically. So basically, hey, CEOs, put a list of your employees together, start investigating them, maybe do some enhanced interrogations, maybe waterboard your employees, figure out what their political leanings are. Because if their political leanings don't agree with yours 100%, how are you gonna be able to do your job? You're not gonna be able to do your job. It's just like the deep state. What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and in essence, what he's saying there, and not in essence, this is exactly what he's saying. He's like, I don't care how good they are at their job. I don't care if they're technically correct, if they're apt, if they're actually excel at their jobs. If they're not politically correct, they have donated to the wrong political party, you should fire them. So right wing, you're in favor of that? Just make up your mind. Are you in favor? Do you love cancel culture or do you hate it? Which one is it? Which one is it?
They love it as long as the individuals being canceled do not agree with their political views. That's it. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Isn't it amazing that the Joe Rogans and the Bill Maher's of the world have never once shown an example of right-wing cancel culture?
No,
that
because
they see this and they're like,
themselves with right-wingers who, listen, they surround themselves with right-wingers who just regurgitate the same thing over and over again. Joe Rogan is one of the most impressionable people I've ever met. It's like a 5-year-old. I'm just keeping it real. If he's in a room with someone who's left-wing, all of a sudden he sounds very left-wing. He's in a room full of right-wingers, all of a sudden he's like a far right-winger in his commentary and his opinions. That's who Joe Rogan is, which is why it's a little like, I wish he wasn't so impressionable. I wish he would actually speak up for himself and form decisions or form opinions that he genuinely believes in, rather than just being agreeable with anyone who's in the room with him. But putting that aside, look, fact of the matter is, everyone in this debate is such a hypocrite, and it's so infuriating because it's the same cycle over and over again. The right wing puffing their chest, claiming that they're total warriors for free speech. Then they go after individuals pretty aggressively who don't agree with their speech. Yes, everyone gets annoyed with the finger wagging on Twitter. A lot of that finger wagging is carried out by the left, the so-called online left. It's annoying, but to equate that with individuals who literally go out of their way to fire people, to do away with the livelihood that individuals rely on in order to feed themselves and their families, to keep a roof over their heads and their families' heads. It's just a completely different animal, and that's what Ben Shapiro was advocating for there. That's what Libs of TikTok was advocating there, where they would frame educators who were just trying to provide a comfortable, safe environment for students who might not be heterosexual. They wanted to get those teachers fired because they disagreed with them creating an environment that was safe for students who might have a sexual orientation that's different from the norm. They wanted those teachers gone, and they succeeded in getting many of those teachers fired. That's why Libs of TikTok was so incredibly nefarious.
Yeah, and by the way, as we told you before on the show, the person who started cancel culture was Barry Weiss. She ironically, like Trump did with the issue of fake news, he did the fake news during the 2016 campaign, and then he claimed others did fake news. Barry Weiss went around the country trying to get professors fired if they ever dared to criticize Israel or support Palestinian human rights. And then she went and turned around and said, can you believe people are trying to get people fired? It's cancel culture. She is the biggest liar I've ever seen, the biggest hypocrite ever, and Bill Maher missed it. He's like, oh, Barry Weiss, champion of cancel culture. Ben Shapiro, his dear, dear, dear friend that he has over and over again. He goes on his show, they go on shows over and over again. And Ben Shapiro says, fire everyone who disagrees with me. Bill Maher just can't find it. He's a leftist, so supposedly a liberal. And he's like, a cancel culture from the right? I don't know, all my friends are right wing, I can't see it. By the way, it's not just those guys, it's almost everybody on the right. Steve Bannon has said a number of times that Trump should have shock troops if he wins again, and he should do mass firing of thousands of people inside the government. Because if you disagree with the right wing, they want you fired. Because they love cancel culture. They love, just say it. If you're a right winger, just say it. I love cancel culture, and then we're done with it. We'll leave you alone because at least you're not the world's biggest hypocrite. But as it is, you know you're not gonna say it. Instead, you're gonna pretend the left wing is doing it. Again, we win, you lose, because we have all of the facts and you have none of them. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.